Right, we're going to be bisecting, not bisecting, we're going to be drawing a 90-degree line over here. I'm going to place this pair of compasses. I've set it to about 25 millimeters, and I'm going to draw a little arc coming around here. A nice little construction line arc going around like that. I now take my pair of compasses. I set them out just a little bit more. All right, it doesn't really matter how much more. I'm going to place it in at that point over there. Okay, let's call that point B and C, where it intersects over there and intersects over there. I'm going to place the pair of compasses at B, and I'm going to draw a little arc. Okay, I'm going to swing it around, put it at C, draw a little arc, and once I've got those two arcs in place, I now have a line that I can draw exactly perpendicular up from there. So this line that I'm drawing in, just a construction line. That line over there that I've drawn will be exactly at 90 degrees to that A point that I've got on the line. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bisect this angle over here to get a 45-degree angle. You can see that I've got this point B intersecting there. I'm going to come up to this point where the 90-degree line is going through that arc, and I'm going to call that point D. And I'm going to take my pair of compasses and I'm going to place it at point D. They're still set to whatever I used over here. Draw a little arc. Go down to point B over here. Draw a little arc. And this angle that I've got over here will be my 45 degrees. I'm using a 45-degree set square, and you can see that I've got a nice a perfect 45-degree angle going out. I'm just going to use another color over here. There we go. There we go. There's my line going out over there at that perfect 45 degrees. Happy with that? Right. Do that. The angle that I'm actually wanting for this little ramp is 22.5 degrees. 22.5 degrees. Now, if I come over here with my protractor, I don't even have half-degree marks on it. So to measure it off is going to be tricky, all right? So I'd rather not do that with a protractor. What have I got here? I've got a 45-degree angle. If I divide 45 by 2, I'm going to end up with 22.5 degrees. So think that one through. I've just taught you how to bisect a 90-degree angle. I want you to try to figure out how to draw a 22.5 degree angle by bisecting that 45 degree. So we're going to bisect this angle now. I'm going to label this point over here E, all right? And what I can do now is I take my pair of compasses, set out to a particular radius. I'm going to draw a little arc from E. I'm going to go to B, and I'm going to draw an arc with the same radius. That will give me a bisected 45-degree angle, and I can now draw a construction line going out at any angle over there. Right, my next thing that I want you to do is I want you to measure off over here. I want you to measure off a, let's give it a 14 millimeters, not 14, 140 millimeters, 140 millimeters. Going back over here, and you are now going to draw a line. It can go at any angle you want. I want you to choose whatever angle you want. All right? The idea is that you're going to have ramps that can be going straight up or slightly slanted or like that. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I want you to choose the angle that you are going to draw this in. I'm going to draw mine at that angle over there. I didn't try to measure that angle or anything. I just drew it in as I wanted it to be drawn in. All right. I want everybody's to be at a different angle. Every single one of you is going to have a slightly different angle over there.
So we are doing the same.
So you've drawn that line going out at that 22.5 degree angle over here. You measure off. This is important. I want you to make sure that this over here has a dimension of 140 millimeters. All right, so I'm just going to write that in over here. That distance going across over here, from there to there, that distance is going to be, maybe just write it in so that you don't forget. That is going to be 140. Note the writing, 14. Note the 4 is a closed 4. And note that there is a little gap between that line and the 140 that I've written there. Right. Once you've done that, I want you to draw in, nice and dark, the outline of this thing. I'm just going to find my pencil quickly. Okay, this should all be done in pencil.